Okay, let's try this again. My name is Gareth. You're watching the Hub Online Network. I'm going to start all over, so I apologize for that. We were having some audio issues. So if you're watching at home, please let me know if there's more problems, and I'll see if we can't fix it as we go. So thank you for watching, and let's get started. Okay, so we got another interesting doozy of a show for you. Lots of things have been going on. I wanted to say, as I said earlier, that this is the anniversary, over 100-year anniversary of Vimy Ridge. So let's just take another moment of silence to pay our respects to that, starting now. So Vimy Ridge was a battle that took place, again, over 100 years ago. Lots of Canadian soldiers were involved. Lots of Canadian soldiers lost their lives. So they fought for our freedom so we could fight the COVID-19 virus today. So thank you to everyone that was involved back in the past. So moving on. As a reminder, even though the government of BC has closed all provincial parks, the city of Kamloops parks will remain open, though the mayor of Kamloops says that if people do not keep their social distance, then they will have to be closed down, which there's been a little bit of backlash against the mayor for this. I'm surprised that they're actually letting it stay open, but mayors can choose how they want to do it, I suppose. So if you want to get out and enjoy the parks in Kamloops, you still can. And so it's been nearly 1 month since the COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. I actually just did an interview with our Member of Parliament, Brad Viss. He was saying that he has now been home from Parliament since the 12th of March. So it is coming up on a month for him as well, from not being able to participate fully in Parliament. So it's amazing how time flies. So when the virus first began to spread, the majority of cases were attributed to international travel, and now in the Interior and other health authorities in the province, the majority of cases come from community transmission or an unknown exposure. So it's no longer coming from people that were coming in from other countries. Now it's, I guess, the people that have gotten it from those people are now transmitting. So according to the BC CDC website, just 25 of Interior Health's 130 positive COVID-19 cases are attributed to travel, while 43 cases are believed to be locally transmitted and 42 cases are due to an unknown exposure. So at this point in the game, I just assume that everybody has it and keep your physical and social distancing as best as you can. So, in local updates, Communities in Bloom plant swap is happening April 15th to 30th or until plants run out. Where? Tables will be set up at the sidewalk outside of 210 Brink Street to donate plants, split all the plants, shrubs, herbs, fruits, etc. that you may have, label if possible, drop off anytime to take plants. You do not have to bring plants to take plants. This is like sharing what you have too much with others. Just take what you might like, but they do ask that you make a monetary donation to Communities in Bloom in the drop box that will be attached to the fence. Any questions, please call Andrea at 250-453-9402. Karen Warren, good afternoon. Thank you for watching. I couldn't get a hold of Marilyn, so if you can help me out with that, that would be great. Unfortunately, due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, the annual Cache Creek Fire Department Easter egg hunt has been canceled. This is to follow Health Canada guidelines of social distancing. Our members were looking forward to it as always, but community health and safety is the most important factor at this time. We thank you for your support and understanding. Stay safe. We are all in this together. That message is from Tom Moe, the fire chief in Cache Creek. That being said, as a reminder, Cache Creek and Ashcroft have both suspended their practices, but they are available for emergency call-outs as first responders, so keep that in mind. So if you haven't already heard on this show, the Easter egg extravaganza that has been going on in Ashcroft has been going very well, according to the proprietor, Joyce Buckland. You still have a few more days that you can do the Ashcroft egg extravaganza. If you would like to and haven't yet, you can go and find a sign-up sheet on the front door of the the Ashcroft Cache Creek Journal. And you can find one at the Info Center in Ashcroft. It'll be a bunch of clues that you can then go around Ashcroft and find all these different themed houses and or businesses. There are, I believe, 5 up on the Mesa, 5 in downtown, and 5 on the north side of the bridge. So this is a social distance time though, so don't get in big groups of people. Stick within your family bubble. If they do see that lots of people are out and about and mingling, this event will be shut down. So please keep your distance. Apparently it has been going very well though, so that's awesome. And thank you to Joyce and to Barbara Roden for setting all this up. I'm sure that there are other people involved that I'm not aware of, but to those 2 people, you're doing a great job. Thank you. When you're done your when you're done the hunt, drop off your sheets at 1427 Pine Street, across from the Ashcroft Pool, and Joyce will be able to determine who won and who didn't, and contact people because there are prizes. She'll be able to contact people afterwards and figure out who gets the prizes. The Ashcroft Family Medical Clinic is still open, and the people there are doing a wonderful job at a very difficult time. There are some changes, however. There's no face-to-face appointments with physicians until further notice, and consultations will either be happening over the phone or via video. The clinic reports that the wait times are very short, and most people who call can get a consultation that day or the next. Now going back to talking about Easter very quickly here, let me see if I can find it. Yes. So John Horgan, the Premier of British Columbia, has done a special exemption. So talking about social distancing and stuff. So as Premier of the Province of British Columbia, I hereby authorize the Easter Bunny to travel freely into and throughout the province of British Columbia for the essential service of spreading excellent cheer. So he says in a note, "Dear Easter Bunny, I am pleased to welcome you to our province for your annual egg delivery duties. This year we are all looking out for you, and we love..." Sorry, it's a little bit small and I still have an eye problem. Anyway, so John Horgan has made it so the Easter Bunny is still able to come in, and apparently this also goes on to the Tooth Fairy. So if you're losing teeth, the Tooth Fairy can still come in and give you money under your pillow, and the Easter Bunny can come in and drop off some chocolates for you on Easter, which is super exciting. So the Ministry of Environment has issued a burning ban that includes Cache Creek. Unfortunately, the village will no longer be issuing burn permits. And as I stated yesterday, my favorite father-in-law tried to get a burn permit and he couldn't, and he is even a fire captain in Cache Creek. So if he can't get one, you can't get one. So keep that in mind if you have things that you think that you are wanting to burn, especially while you have all this time off. Don't start burning. There has been several wildfires all around BC so far, up in our area, BC anyway. So because that's already a thing, don't assume that you can just go out and burn safely. It's already getting pretty dry out there, so please keep that in mind. And also, Mayor Talarico and CAO Dawson will be available again, maybe not tomorrow. Actually, they won't be available tomorrow or Monday, but starting again Tuesday next week, Mayor Talarico, and C.A. Dawson will be available from 11 a.m. until noon to answer any questions you have, but you will not be able to get a hold of them tomorrow or Monday. And that's all I have there. Now, if I didn't already mention it, I will say again that this is our 17th episode of our COVID updates. So if there's any way that you would like to have us present different information, you can email us at hon@ashcrofthub.com. So that's HON@ashcrofthub.com. You can give us some critiques, some other things that you want to see, and we will try and incorporate that to the best of our ability. And again, I do have Jessica at home helping out in the Facebook chat. So if you would like to get in on some chats, I can read them. I just can't respond to them other than on video. So please chat in and let us know what you are thinking. Now, the Ashcroft Cache Creek Journal, who has been doing a hell of a job keeping up with all of the COVID-19 material, has a letter from MLA Jackie Taggart, who is from Ashcroft. So I'm just going to read a bit of her letter. It's not that long. So the world is going through an incredibly difficult time right now. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed all of our lives in one way or another. Loss of income for individuals, families, and businesses, illness and death, and abrupt changes to lifestyles, routines, and social connections are not easy things to process and address. While this is undefinably and unfortunately a situation, we can all work together to make the most of it and support each other and our communities. I have been working from home for the last few weeks and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. It is important that we stay home as much as possible to do our part in limiting the spread of COVID-19 and flattening the curve. Social isolation can be difficult, especially for those who are most at risk. I, for one, miss my friends and family. It is incredibly difficult not to be able to see them in person as usual, as we are all incredibly lucky to live at a time where we can pick up the phone and call our loved ones. This is actually very poignant because on Jackie Taggart's Twitter page, she showed a picture of last year's, her Easter gathering from last year, and how this year she can't have that Easter gathering. So you follow Jackie Taggart on Twitter. She's pretty interesting. So financial uncertainty is a struggle for many during this pandemic. This will undoubtedly be a challenging time, but I'm very pleased to see federal and provincial officials moving swiftly and working together to provide relief in the hundreds and thousands of British Columbians that will need it during the sudden economic downturn. And to my understanding, there is over 130,000 people that have already lost their job due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So if that's you, I'm very sorry that you've been laid off. And if you have signed up for the CERB, remember that is a taxable benefit. So what that means is when you do your taxes in 2021, they're going to ask for money to be paid back based off the money that you received from the CERB. They do not take taxes off. So keep that in mind as you are applying for this and planning your future. So going back to Jackie's letter here. So now is the time to follow the directives of federal and provincial health authorities, especially Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry and Chief Public Officer Dr. Theresa Tam. Up-to-date information can be found on the BC Centre for Disease Control's website and in daily briefings by Dr. Henry and Dr. Tam. Please be sure to wash your hands frequently, maintain a 2-meter distance from those who you do not live with, and stay home if possible except for essential trips. Thank you to all of the frontline workers, including healthcare professionals, grocery store workers, delivery drivers, childcare providers, and food banks. We will always remember and appreciate your sacrifices during these trying times. Together we can make it through this. I am very happy to see communities supporting each other, food banks receiving donations, and small businesses being supported. The success of our individual actions determines the success of all of us. Please stay healthy and stay safe. So that is from our MLA, Jackie Taggart. Thank you for writing that and sending it into the Black Press. journalism group. And again, that is through the Ashcroft Cache Creek Journal Facebook page. Check out Barbara's stuff. She's got a lot of really good things going on there. And thank you to all of them. Now, that being said, you know what? Let's have a little bit of good stuff for a minute. I'm going to play a video of Jessica's talking about the month of April's, I can't even think of the word, fundraising for the Hub. So let's play that, and I will be right back.
Welcome to my kitchen, a fitting place to be to announce this month's Hub fundraiser. For April, we are partnering with Epicure to help you answer the dreaded "What's for dinner?" and now "What's for lunch?" question and helping the Hub with its fundraising goals. At Epicure, we're all about good food real fast, providing easy, fast, and delicious meal solutions that the whole family will love. Not only are all our products gluten-free and nut-free, they're also sugar and salt conscious, so no matter what diet you eat, from vegan to the current fad diet, I think it's called cook whatever happens to be in your pantry, we've got dinner solutions for you. We have 3 amazing collections to choose from: our Weeknight Dinner collection, our Healthier Desserts collection, and our Extraordinary Trio collection. With Weeknight Dinners, you get a whole week's worth of meal. Enjoy mac and cheese, tacos, one-pot pasta, cha-cha chili, and pulled pork, or chicken, or even spicy lentils. Now, dessert is my favorite meal, and these healthier versions are amazing. Enjoy chocolate velvet cheesecake, chocolate brownies, and chocolate pudding. The Extraordinary Trio includes 3 of our favorite spice blends: cheddar chive and bacon, 3 onion, and lemon dilly. Use them together to make delicious dip, or use them on their own to flavor veggies, meat, eggs, or even make your own homemade tzatziki sauce or salad dressings. The Weeknight Dinner and Healthy Desserts collections are both $20, and the Extraordinary Trio set is $25, and 40% of that goes to the Hub to help them keep programming costs low, bring in new programs, and support the overall running of the Hub building. Order yours before April 28th. You can order by calling me at 250-457-7128 or head online to theashcrofthub.perfectmind.com and click on the Products tab. Join me later this week as I showcase some of the options in the collections. Thank you for your continuing support of the Ashcroft Hub. Now more than ever, we are cooking at home. Now more than ever, we need to make healthier choices. And now more than ever, we need to support everyone in our community. And now more than ever, we are in this together.
So yes, if you would like to get your Epicure orders in, contact Jessica and she'll hook you up. And again, that is a fundraiser for the Ashcroft Hub. So one thing I didn't talk about that I should have before, I did it on the previous attempt on this video, is the numbers. So I'm going to go over this again. So it's the numbers. The worst part of doing this job. So yesterday we were looking at 1,494,338 cases, 87,372 deaths, 38,746 people in the hospital, and 331,722 people that had recovered. Now, right now, as we're sitting, live updates is 1,600,863 people confirmed cases, 95,530 total deaths, 39,432 people in the hospital, 355,561 people recovered, which is the important number. So if you have recovered, hope that you are feeling better. Okay, so in serious talk, Trudeau came out this morning and he said something that not a lot of politicians are necessarily saying, especially not ones in Canada. He is saying that this is going to be a thing for probably the next year to 18 months. Now, what he does mean by that is they are hoping that in the summertime that the heat will kill the virus off a little bit. but then there's going to be another resurgence in the fall. So realistically, we have to keep up a lot of these measures, meaning physical distancing, that sort of thing, for the next year to 18 months until a vaccine can be created, the reason that they're saying a year is because vaccines typically take a year to make. And this is being said across multiple different countries, so that must be a real number. Now, what does that mean? What this probably means is we're not going to be having movie theaters, arenas, bars, restaurants, all those kinds of things. Restaurants maybe, but they'll have to change a bit. But a lot of places aren't going to reopen the way that they did before. So as you have your business, if you are a business owner, keep that in mind. Try and make some plans on how you might be able to change your business model to take COVID-19 into account. Once we have a vaccine, a lot of things change for the better. But unfortunately, we are not at that point. So again, Justin Trudeau talked about how this is going to be a way of life for the next 12 to 18 months, which is not the news that we all necessarily want to hear, but that's the news that we got. Now, for a little bit of interesting conversation, let's go into the conspiracy corner. So, I was listening to a thing the other day about how all of this got started. And one conspiracy theory that is out there talks about how there is a sort of bunker full of these pandemic type virus strains, and how two people, now I'm only saying this because this was what was in the report. So two people of Asian descent were working at this facility. They were spies for the Chinese government, and they took the virus from the States, and they went back to China and effectively released it over there, and now we're in the pandemic that we're in. So that's the conspiracy theory of today. Let us know what you think about that. Is this? Have you heard that one? Do you think that that's a plausible thing that happened? Let us know by either commenting on this video or emailing us at hon@ashcrofthub.com, and or send us what your conspiracy theories are. They're lots of fun to read in this interesting time that we are living in. So please get that to us, and we will share them as we move forward in our conspiracy corner. So another thing that we need to talk about is how you can get help. So here in Ashcroft, we have the Ashcroft Cache Creek Helpline, which is 250-457-3422. Let me pull up their poster here so I can read off all of the information. So, by calling this number, you can get help with food and or supply delivery. You can telephone chat with people if you are at home in self-isolation, have no one to talk to. Call this number. If you need your mail picked up or dropped off, I guess. Spiritual support. We have several churches that are involved with this number as well. So again, call 250-457-3422, and someone will be able to help you with any of those different ways of that you might need help, as well as others. We had a meeting yesterday about this, and there was lots of other phone calls that were coming in for other things. So we are adapting to being able to just figure out how to help you. So please do not call. We're here to help. And if you know of someone that needs help but is maybe too proud to ask for it, let's get those people help anyway. It's always easier to ask forgiveness than sometimes to ask permission. So, and the people that are involved with this are the Ashcroft and District Hospital Auxiliary, the Ashcroft Hub, the Ashcroft Moving Forward, Better at Home, the CRS, Elizabeth Fry Society, the Equality Project, Hospice, Hospital Friends and Family, the Hub Online Network, MLA Jackie Taggart, MP Brad Viss, Sage Hills Church, St. Albans Church, the villages of Ashcroft and Cache Creek, and many, many volunteers. So to everybody that is working on this, thank you all very much for your time and effort. And I know that a lot of people have already taken advantage of this phone number. So if you're one of those people, thank you for phoning in. And if you're one of those people that are saying that you could really use some help, call this number. We are here to help you. And if you think that you need help that we can't provide, and you are sitting at home in a very dark place, please, you're not alone. There is a BC number, 1-800-SUICIDE. Please call that number, get the help that you need. Mental health is a very serious time right now. There's so many things that can be very depressing going on, from finances to losing jobs to being stuck at home. I mean, the list just sort of goes on and on and on. But we can all get through this together. So please do not call. It is very important that you get the help that you need. So again, 250-457-3422 in Ashcroft, and 1-800-SUICIDE if that is something that you are contemplating. So what do I have that is a little bit more uppity? Oh, you know what? We should talk about the breathing. Come on, computer. So, one thing that has come out from Interior Health is vital ICU breathing techniques for those suffering from COVID-19. So actually, one thing I was watching was someone was doing this even if you don't have COVID-19, but you want to make sure that you don't have it. This is one way to sort of give it a test. So the new coronavirus causes a respiratory infection that can make it difficult for people who have contracted the virus to breathe. So doctors in Canada and the UK are using their breathing technique to help increase oxygen flow to the lungs. So take 6 deep breaths in. Each time, hold your breath for 5 seconds and then exhale. On the 6th deep breath, inhale and then let out a big cough. Repeat steps 1 and 2. And lay flat on your stomach with the pillow in front of you, taking slightly deeper breaths for the next 10 minutes. So this is a thing that will help you strengthen your lungs before you possibly get COVID-19. This is a way to strengthen your lungs and keep your lungs clear of any fluid. They're saying that laying on your back is not a good way to handle COVID-19, so that's why they're suggesting lay on your stomach. Breathe in, loosen up all that stuff, and get it out. So keep that in mind and follow those steps. What else do I have here? I know that there were some other things, but tomorrow is going to be a much larger episode. We will go over a lot of things that we went over from the last part of the week and some news stories tomorrow. So we're going to end it here at 28 minutes. So thank you all very much for watching. Again, I appreciate everybody that is liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving little notifications. Please talk to us. Let us know how we can make the show better. To help you, let us know what kind of information you would like to see, and we will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of Updates. Stay safe, help your neighbor, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 4.